We have a loaded Wednesday MLB slate, and today we're going to try and put you on the right side of two MLB games, all with the intention of putting money in your pocket. We have been running really hot in MLB. I'm going to tell you all about it. Stick around. Marlins and Reds are up first, but real quick, do not forget to go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below if you're not already subscribed to WagerTalk, the #1 sports betting platform on the internet. So make sure you hit us with a like, not just for my content, but for all the other great cappers that we have on the site as well. So the Reds have been struggling, particularly offensively. They have not put up a significant amount of runs since Friday, and they've dropped the first two games of this series at Great American Ballpark. This is a 4-game set, game 3 going down tonight, and I think we see the script flip here a little bit, and that's because of the starting pitchers. There's no better recipe to get back on track than when facing Sandy Alcantara. And it's weird to even hear those words come out of my mouth because Sandy Alcantara was such a dominant pitcher for so long, but that has just not been the case lately. In fact, Alcantara has given up 5 earned and 7 earned runs in his past 2 starts. I run down his metrics and they do not look good. It doesn't look like positive regression is anywhere on the horizon. 22nd in pitching run value. He has a very low K rate, which is odd for someone like Alcantara. A high hard hit percentage, high barrel percentage, whiff percentage. You get the idea. It's pretty much all in the bottom quarter of the league. The only thing that he has going for him is he still has that high velocity on his fastball. But if you can hit a fastball, you can hit Alcantara. That's what we've seen in his past 2 starts. Then we move over to Andrew Abbott, who comes in with a stellar ERA. He has been absolutely dominant for the Reds all season long. It's been incredible, really, what Abbott has been able to do. Abbott has allowed 1 earned run or none in 12 of his 15 starts this season. It's absolutely incredible. If we just run it down here from top to bottom, he gave up 4 last time out. Before that, 1, 1, 1, 0. Then gave up 5. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 4, 1, 1. So you can see what I'm talking about here. Abbott didn't give up more than 1 run the entire month of May, and that was 6 starts. So Abbott, a bet-on pitcher. He remains in great current form. We want to run down his metrics, and they confirm basically what I'm saying. 94th in pitching run value. He has a stellar hard hit rate sitting at just 32.4%. So the metrics really, really good for Abbott. And then you turn to the bullpens. They're about equal, actually nearly identical in terms of ERA on the season. So there's a reason that Cincinnati's favored in this one. They just need to get that lineup production going. They get it going here today. Go ahead and take the Reds minus the chalk. That'll be my recommendation for this one. So things have been running really well. First of all, I'm on a perfect 5-0 free pick run. I'm on a 14-6 MLB run overall. We are just cashing tickets on a remarkably consistent basis for the clients. And I have a best bet going down tonight, of course, directly on the site. Just head to wt.buzz/JA in order to get it. We also have a variety of specials available on the page. You can get the single game, of course, daily, weekly, monthly. We got football coming up. If you want some kind of combo special, let me know and I will get it discounted for you. We will hook you up because we want to get you in at the cheapest price possible at the best value. So you'll definitely want to be involved. Free picks, obviously, my lowest rated selections. Client pays have been running hot. 70% winners, 14-6. Last 20. So jump on board, wt.buzz/JA for today's best bet, and let's cash in big. So we turn to the nightcap for our second game as Atlanta heads to West Sacramento to take on the A's. Actually, they're already there. They already played a game, and they got obliterated 10-1 in the opener. What is going on with the Braves this season? I think it might be safe to say that Atlanta is probably the most disappointing team in 2025, at least for me. And I know the people down there in Georgia would agree. The Braves came into the season with World Series aspirations, and now they're sellers as we near the trade deadline. We hear the rumors about Ronald Acuna Jr. being on the move, among others. And it's really confusing because on paper entering the year, this is a very similar lineup to the one that the Braves had, you know, when they 2 years back, when they had those offensive numbers that were just off the charts. We know what happened with Jurickson Profar, but now he's back. They're still not scoring runs. Atlanta's lost 5 straight games. They've scored 2 runs or less in 4 of those. And they have scored the 7th fewest runs on the season. So something just doesn't make sense here. I don't know. They have the long-term manager, Snitker, but something's going wrong in the ATL. And we have a big enough sample size now to know that this is not an anomaly and the Braves are a bet against team, or they're certainly not a team that we can back here, especially after losing 10-1. This is a game that I had my eye on before yesterday's result. Now I'm even more confident because as of right now, as this is recorded, the overnight line has the A's as an underdog for the full game. And when you have Bryce Elder pitching, you can see why. Elder has been a gas can lately, to put it mildly. He gave up, what was it? He gave up 4 earned last time out. He gave up 10 runs the start before that, 5 the start before that. So 19 runs given up in his past 3 starts. And he just lasted 2 innings in the start, 2 starts back. That was against the Phillies. He's also been getting torched with the long ball. He's allowed 5 home runs over just his past 2 starts alone. You see where I'm going with this as we run down to his metrics, because I have to point this out. Bryce Elder ranks in the first percentile in pitching run value. It does not get any worse than that if you're not familiar with metrics. Everything from top to bottom. Terrible chase percentage, whiff percentage. A WOBA sitting at 378. So Bryce Elder just been getting torched, and the A's have plenty of bats in their lineup that can go deep. That's a small minor league park in West Sacramento, and we've seen the A's hit bombs. So Mitch Spence, I'm not going to overhype him too much, right? He's been very good, very serviceable for the A's. He's not an elite pitcher, but he's not bad either. He's certainly someone we can back in this price range, though. At the underdog price, he provides us with value. However, I am going to recommend that we play this one in the first 5, and that is because if the A's have a weakness, and they have a few, but their biggest one might be their bullpen. They have the 2nd worst bullpen in the majors in terms of ERA. So we don't want to deal with that back end late night action. We want to cash in the first 5 and then get ourselves to bed. So that's the way I'll recommend this one. Take the A's in the first 5 for game 2. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, happy gambling.